let's get right into it. Number 10, kale's dark side. Ah, yes, kale, the Beyoncé of leafy greens. For years, kale has been paraded in smoothie bowls, pressed into chips, and shoved into every overpriced salad like it's the secret key to immortality. But here's the thing. Kale is fine. It's not a miracle. It's not going to detox your body. Spoiler. That's what your liver is for. And eating it daily isn't going to give you the skin of a Greek god. In fact, too much kale can give you some rather unglamorous side effects like bloating, gas, and in rare cases, thyroid problems. Because kale contains compounds called grogens that can mess with iodine absorption. You know how people talk about flushing toxins? Yeah, your body already does that 24/7 with or without your kale smoothie. Kale does have vitamins A, C, and K, and it's healthy in moderation, but the superfood label, mostly marketing. A cup of spinach can give you almost the same nutrient benefits without tasting like you just chewed on a houseplant from an IKEA display. So, if you're eating kale because you genuinely like it, go for it. But if you're choking it down because Instagram told you it's the elixir of youth, maybe relax. Eat a carrot or pizza or a carrot on pizza. I'm not judging. Number 9. Coconut oil's not so holy glow. Coconut oil used to be just coconut oil. Then the wellness world put a flower crown on it and made it the prom queen of pantry shelves. It's a miracle. You can cook with it, moisturize with it, brush your teeth with it, summon ancient beach spirits with it. But let's pump the brakes. Coconut oil is over 80% saturated fat. Yes, the natural kind, but your arteries don't really care about branding. That's not to say you should never eat it in small amounts. It's fine. But the idea that you should put it in your coffee every morning for brain clarity is more hype than science. There's limited evidence that coconut oil boosts cognition, and most of it comes from small, not so robust studies. And as a skin product, sure, it can be great for some people until it clogs your pores and gives you a constellation of breakouts that make you look like you tried to connect the dots on your own face. So, yes, coconut oil is versatile. It smells nice, but it's not some tropical gateway to immortality. It's oil, delicious in cookies, questionable in coffee, and definitely not an FDA-approved anti-aging serum. Number 8. Quinoa's royal reputation. Quinoa was once just an Andean grain that people in the US couldn't pronounce. Now it's the crown jewel of every clean-eating Pinterest board. It's high in protein, fiber, and contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is good, but not exactly rare in the grand buffet of Whole Foods. Here's the plot twist. Quinoa isn't magically better than rice, barley, or even a nice bowl of oats. Nutritionally, it's solid, but it's not going to supercharge your metabolism or unlock secret energy portals. And unless you buy it fair trade, quinoa's global popularity has actually made it harder for people in its native regions to afford their own staple food. So your superfood salad might be fueling your body, but also some supply chain drama you didn't sign up for. Also, let's be honest, quinoa tastes like tiny edible packing peanuts until you drown it in seasoning, which is fine. Just maybe don't act like it's food from Mount Olympus. It's a seed, a nice seed, a slightly smug seed. Number 7. As AI's very big lie. Picture this. You walk into a trendy cafe and there it is, the açai bowl, a vibrant purple masterpiece topped with banana slices, coconut shavings, and a light dusting of smugness. It's marketed like some mystical Amazonian superfruit that will make you healthier, hotter, and maybe bilingual. Here's the truth. Açai berries are high in antioxidants, which is great, but so are blueberries, blackberries, and even plain old red grapes from the grocery store. Nutrient-wise, açai doesn't have a magical edge that justifies its price tag, which, by the way, can be higher than your phone bill if you get it in smoothie form. Also, once açai berries are shipped, frozen, and blended with other ingredients and often a good deal of sugar, you're basically eating a fancy dessert that's doing a decent cosplay of health food. So, sure, enjoy your açai bowl, but if you think it's dramatically improving your health, congratulations. The marketing team has done their job. Number 6. almonds and the milk they rode in on. Almonds on their own are perfectly fine, crunchy, full of vitamin E, good in cookies. But when almonds were turned into almond milk, the world lost its mind. The health halo came down hard. Dairy-free, vegan, skinny, latte-friendly. And yes, almond milk is a good alternative for people with lactose intolerance or dairy allergies, but nutritionally, it's mostly water, often with a tiny sprinkle of almonds and some added vitamins to make the label look impressive. A glass of almond milk usually contains about 2% actual almond, which means you're paying premium prices for something you could almost recreate by stirring a spoonful of peanut butter into water and whispering milk over it. Even worse, almond farming guzzles enormous amounts of water. Not exactly a sustainability trophy. So, if you're chugging almond milk to save the planet, the math is not in your favor. Enjoy it in your coffee, if you like the taste. But let's stop pretending it's the dairy slang superhero of the beverage aisle. Number 5. Chia seeds, nature's tiny sponges. Chia seeds have been around forever, but the moment wellness influencers figured out you could make pudding out of them, they were suddenly a superfood. They're high in fiber, omega-3 second, and protein. All good things, but they're also basically tiny water balloons. Leave them in liquid too long and you get something with the texture of frog eggs. Do chia seeds offer health benefits? Yes. Are they a magical shortcut to weight loss or boundless energy? Nope. The idea that eating a spoonful will keep you full all day is more marketing than metabolism. They'll expand in your stomach, sure, but so will literally any high-fiber food. Also, fun fact, eat them dry and then drink water immediately after, and you've basically created a potential choking hazard in your own throat. So, yeah, not exactly superhuman, unless the superpower you're aiming for is gelatinous breakfast enthusiast. Number 4. Matcha mania. Matcha has been around in Japanese tea ceremonies for centuries, but the moment the West discovered it, the hype machine went feral. Suddenly, matcha was everywhere. Lattes, cupcakes, protein bars, even face masks. It's pitched as this zen, antioxidant-packed, metabolism-boosting green powder of eternal youth. And yes, matcha does have antioxidants and a decent amount of caffeine paired with alanine, which can give you a smoother, less jittery energy boost compared to coffee. But the reality, it's still caffeine. If you drink 3 matcha lattes in a row, you're not calmly energized, you're just vibrating in a different shade of green. Also, all those sweetened matcha drinks from chain cafes. Yeah, the sugar in them can easily outweigh the health perks. By the time you've added vanilla syrup, oat milk, and whipped cream, you might as well be drinking a mint milkshake that just thinks it's a health drink. So yes, matcha is a lovely beverage with a rich cultural history. But no, it's not going to turn you into a mindful warrior monk who lives to 150, it's just tea. Really, really ground up tea. Number 3. Turmeric's golden glow. Turmeric has been used in Ayurvedic medicine and cooking for thousands of years, but in recent years it got a rebrand. Suddenly, it's golden milk, turmeric shots, turmeric cleanse. And somehow this humble root is now a celebrity. The hype comes from curcumin, a compound in turmeric with anti-inflammatory properties. The catch? Curcumin is only about 3% of turmeric by weight, and it's poorly absorbed by your body, unless you pair it with black pepper and some fat. So unless you're consuming carefully formulated extracts, your turmeric latte is probably doing more for your Instagram aesthetic than your inflammation. Oh, and that whole turmeric cures everything rumor. Yeah, studies are still ongoing, and most of the bold claims floating around wellness blogs are either exaggerated or pulled from small, inconclusive research. Drinking turmeric tea every day won't magically heal your joints, but it will stain your kitchen counter for eternity. It's still a healthy spice, but let's be honest, if you're downing turmeric shots hoping for a medical miracle, you might as well be hoping cinnamon will fix your Wi-Fi. Number 2. Pomegranate power. Pomegranate seeds look like nature's candy and taste like a snack that could definitely be in a luxury skincare commercial. They're rich in antioxidants and vitamin C, which is great, but not exactly groundbreaking in the fruit world. The pomegranate hype train really took off when studies suggested it might help with heart health and inflammation. But again, lots of fruits do that. Blueberries, strawberries, oranges. Basically, the produce aisle is full of little antioxidant superheroes that don't cost $8 for a bottle of juice. And speaking of juice, most pomegranate drinks are loaded with sugar. Yes, even the fancy cold rest ones. So unless you're eating the seeds themselves, you're basically just drinking expensive fruit punch. And if you've ever tried getting the seeds out of a pomegranate without looking like you committed a fruit-related crime scene, you know the effort to reward ratio can be questionable. Still delicious. Yes. A nutritional unicorn? Not so much. Number 1. The blueberry hype. Blueberries are like the teacher's pet of the fruit world. Small, sweet, cute, and somehow always getting praised for their exceptional brain-boosting powers. You've seen the headlines. Blueberries improve memory. Blueberries fight aging. Blueberries will teach you French. Okay, maybe not that last one, but the health claims are often blown way out of proportion. Yes, blueberries are high in antioxidants and vitamins. And some studies do suggest they can support brain health over time. But here's the kicker. So can blackberries, strawberries, and even plain old apples. The blue and blueberry doesn't unlock some exclusive VIP health benefits that other fruits don't have. And about that superfood title, that's more marketing poetry than nutritional science. You could replace your daily blueberries with an equal serving of raspberries, and your body would hardly notice. The real super thing about them is that they're tasty and go great on pancakes. So while blueberries are great in smoothies, muffins, or straight out of the punnet, they're not a magical elixir for eternal youth or genius-level IQ. They're fruit. Lovely, slightly overpriced fruit.